We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Geis. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
44, 44, Mike, 44. All day. Trap 60. 44 is the Mike. Exit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So that'll back him up 5. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a handoff looking right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Josh Allen.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, check. 3 bud. 47's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And we often talk about defensive end setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards.
1st down, Jaguars.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the ground, it's Geis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis able to get a couple here but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the sneak, Minshew. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and goal. This Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Minshew going to keep it on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and...
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The 11-yard line.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
56. Double dog. That's the way. Check it out.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
At the 16.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. For 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Now Jones on first down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
1st and 10.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Joe Schobert.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Caleb Chason. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
47 is the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. 47 is the mic.
From the gun, Jones. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Shepard. That catch good for only a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Jones. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Minshew sets to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Good. Makes the score Giants 16, Jaguars 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll buy some time right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
16. Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Second and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And 2.
The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
47's the mic. I'm here all day.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
16.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is up to 5.
For Jacksonville.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Minshew on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Giants 30, Jaguars 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
44-yard
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Minshew, 1st and 10. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.